Tanvi Mishra. I am from Lucknow. I currently am doing my LLB, BLLB from NMAMS School of Law. I'm in my 5th year. I actually come from a family of advocates, but they're all very limited to a small city called Unnao. So my grandfather was an advocate, but he never really faced a lot of success or never really became as successful as he wanted to. So even though I'm a second generation lawyer, it's as good as being first generation in this current competitive world. So that's how I got interested in law. I used to talk a lot to my grandfather about all of this, and I decided to go to a bigger city and do a course which can benefit me and make me a little more successful than other family members of my house. Fields that interest me a lot, one is arbitration and the second being competition law, and I'm pursuing both of these courses. Actually, I finished my arbitration course with LawSikho. My previous internships, I think I had no clue what I'm doing or what am I supposed to do. Sometimes you're given a work and you don't know if you're supposed to know this work, how to do this work. If you're gonna ask your senior or your mentor, they might think that you don't know anything. They might, not give you more work, because honestly, I feel nowadays internships had become more about how much you can help somebody else and less about what you can learn in the process. There wasn't really a rectifying effect in the mistakes that you made. So if I drafted something and there was something wrong, they would just fix it and move ahead. There was no communication with them to me that, you know what, this is where you went wrong, and I think this is what you should focus on. And that has been my experience with majority of my internships. And specifically in your second year, third year, you would expect people to point out that this is where you went wrong, or this is what you can do better, or this is what you've done right. So I think these were my issues with internships currently. So I thought I should pursue a course that would help me understand these mistakes and work on it and improve myself as a lawyer or a law student, for that matter. I learned a lot from this course, specifically by the amount of practical experience that was there in both of these courses. For example, in arbitration, in my last internship, which I did after completing my course, I got an execution petition to draft, and I was able to draft it within half an hour. And because I've already drafted it through my course, and I have been pointed by the evaluator that this is where you went wrong, this is what could improve your petition, this is how the alignment should be. Something as small as alignment or grammar, or how it could be more persuasive for the tribunal or for the court, was explained to me during my course, which is something I think a lot of great detail and small things that I learned in my course, which helped me in my internship. So even if my senior just responded with great work, he did not explain to me what was right, what was wrong, but this time I didn't need that because I already had that from my course. So I think that is one of the greatest advantage I could have as a law student. Previously, the seniors wouldn't, when my internship ended, nobody even bothered to give a feedback or what I did wrong, they would be a blanket, yeah, it was all okay, good job, just a very general sort of recommendation letter. But the last internship which I did, which was after the completion of my course, I got great recommendation letter. It was very personalized, and he explained to me how he really liked my research work and my drafting skills. He said, you had so much attention to detail. Now the thing is, I probably think that if I had a bad work done, people tend to not give you a feedback instead of giving you a bad feedback or tell you what's wrong. But if you do good, my senior this time, because since I did do good this time, my senior decided to take a minute and explain to me what I did right. So I think my course helped me with that, definitely. After having such a great experience with the arbitration course, I decided to do one more course, which was my competition law course. considering how complicated and how niche the law is, I think it's really good. I'm having a little trouble, but whenever I have a trouble, I can always, there are so many people to help me out. And if I have specific assignment problem, I can ask an evaluator. There's Shweta ma'am. Recently, another faculty started, Abhi sir, for the half of the course. And I think it's just, if you're having a problem and you explain to them that you're having a problem, they go out of their way and make sure that you don't have it anymore. I think that's a lot of benefit over here compared to what you get in law schools. For example, I did an arbitration we had arbitration in our third year. I just remember one word, which is Balco case. That's it. Apart from that, nothing significant was ever taught in the classrooms as compared to what is being taught in this course. So that is a major thing that about LawSikho course. Actually, a couple of days ago, I sent a message to the placement team myself that I think they are so careful and they are so diligent with their work. Like, the efficiency is crazy. The thing is, I got shortlisted for 3 different internships in a very short span of time. Now, I got selected for one and I did not for the other 2. That is now again my merit and my CV. But the opportunities are impeccable. I have so many friends who just are looking for internships and not getting one because they feel like internships are not open. But they are, and the fact that the LawSikho Placement Committee brings it to us is such a big help. Being a 5th year student, I cannot explain the kind of pressure that we feel right now for doing an internship and so that we can get a job eventually. I think placement team, I'm so thankful for the amount of opportunities that they get and how diligent they are. It's brilliant, honestly. I would specifically want to mention Jasleen Chako. She's my evaluator for my, so there are these 1500 word articles that you need to do apart from weekly assignments. I'm a 5th year student and somehow I've never published an article or a blog ever. But because in order to complete your assignment, complete your course, you need to do these 3 assignments of 1500 words. I always thought I'll just not be able to write good enough, but I wrote because I had to. And then she helped me that if you need to improve on these things and then we can look for publication. I did improve on that. And then there was so many back and forth, so many changes that she felt or some or the other. And at the end we figured it out and I have like 2 publications on my name by the end of this course. And the thing is, as a law student, publications really matter. And I think LawSikho helped me with that as well. And I'm focusing on publications more these days. So I think that's a good direction that was given to me and great guidance given to me by the evaluator. So definitely, like, all-star.